man at the blackjack table splits aces. Then splits realities. Is he my contractor or is he my target? Oh, the Quaaludes are arm wrestling with the acid in my bloodstream. I excuse myself to the toilet for spiritual advice.
Kill him,
my associate says.
Questions are for philosophers and cops. You're neither.
I guess some decisions are better made through the barrel of a gun. Pass the same neon cowboy for the 14th time. The concoction of amphetamines have me stuck in a loop like a broken slot machine. Same losing combination, spinning forever.
In my time, we would raise entire pyramids in the span you've spent circling this block.
My associate stretches at the back like he's posing for the cover of Afterlife Weekly. In your time, when you stole a neighbor's goat, you got gobbled up by a chunky crocodile lady.
Amet.
He corrects me.
And she feasts upon the damned with more finesse than your clumsy handiwork.
I'm about to tell the god of death to go fuck himself when the bar sign finally shows up.
Room cleaning. Moonbeam Hotel.
It's him. The man who practically owns this city. Never seen his face. Don't know his real name. Just payphones and dead bodies between us.
Case full of house money. Top penthouse.
I need more cash up front, boss.
Kid, maybe stop blowing your paycheck up your nostrils.
My gun. It got, misplaced.
Bet you pawned it after that blonde from the Flamingo cleaned you out.
The line goes dead. Like all my other attempts at decent dough. Back to the chicken feather routine.
Ostrich.
It corrects me. Right, because the difference is what keeps your cosmic justice system from falling apart.
Mark the scales all you want. Each lie you tell yourself adds another stone.
Yeah, well, the crocodile lady has been getting heavier too with all the souls you've been feeding her.
The devourer doesn't discriminate.
Neither does my boss. Skips the ceremony and goes straight to the feeding. I flash a grin at that one, and catch his ears flick once, which for a god of death counts as splitting sides. Each floor dings like another pill hitting my bloodstream. Valium at 10, acid at 11, mescaline at 12. Each number a countdown to violence. The pills do their job, dissolving the walls. I see a bloated accountant with an orbit of bikinis, holding the silver case that hasn't left his wrist since Miami.
His heart weighs heavy. Lust and lies tip the scales.
Maybe skip the moral breakdown. What's the tactical situation?
Beware of the number man's four-legged companion. I can bestow the protection spell of Osiris.
Thanks. But I've handled worse than some rich asshole's lapdog.
Those who don't learn from death are doomed to repeat it.
Yeah, well. The only thing I'm repeating is that showgirl you warned me about. Best mistake I ever made.
Yeah, I'll take a pack of Dunhills and whatever gets me to California.
I say to the drive-through speaker, but when I look up to take my order, it's a state trooper in the middle of nowhere. He tells me to step out and open the trunk.
You forgot about Mr. Green. He's still aging like a fine wine in your vehicle's makeshift tomb.
Perfect timing on that divine revelation. I step out of the vehicle and momentarily become like Mr. Green. Cramped, contained, and completely screwed. Oh, the cards in my hand keep transforming into tiny screaming faces.
Y'all better saddle up your wallets, 'cause this cowboy's gonna ride.
I can't say if they figured out my Texas oil baron act or noticed my chemical clairvoyance. One of the gambling hyenas grins like Christmas morning as he's smiling at my hand. My accent. Maybe he's not even smiling. Maybe his face is just melting.
All in.
I should fold, but careful never got me anywhere. He flips over, pocket aces, and the table erupts in laughter. Ain't nothing but a warm-up, fellas. They think they've hooked a rich sucker, but this tournament is just my foot in the door. I'm not playing for the pot. I'm here to clean house. I rewind back to the high-stakes table before the next guests are ready to check out. But my seat's been hijacked. Legs that could bankrupt a casino. Lips promising an addiction that makes heroin look like aspirin.
Your purpose is harvest, not indulgence.
Oh, my Egyptian chaperone. Always materializing when he's least expected.
The last dame cost you a kidney and 3 toes.
Some injuries are worth collecting.
Bet a big spender like you carries a lot.
The Quaaludes see an angel. The acid sees a setup. You're just jealous. 'Cause the only thing that spreads its legs for you is a mummy.
At least the properly preserved don't deceive.
Fine. I'll handle business upstairs. Then you, border hop back to the netherworld. So I can spend some time with the living. She looks me in the eye like someone who spent years reading men in dim lighting.
Got anything to sharpen the senses? This table's eating me alive.
Larry's personal recipe lets you see the cards before they're dealt. I put a microdot between a pair of chips and slide them into her palm. We're just 2 predators, chemically allied against the house.
The woman reeks of multiple colognes.
At least she has a body. When's the last time you got laid? The Middle Kingdom? She drops her chips with a loud clatter, and I realize I've been thinking out loud. Did the AC just die? Or did they figure out my oil wells are as fake as my accent? Downstairs, restaurant. Lobster and regrets, 15 minutes.
Make it 5.
Better hurry up with the killing then. Wouldn't want to keep a lady waiting. eyes widen as I dab uselessly at the bloodstains with a napkin.
Did the poker game get a little too hands-on?
Well, you could say I went all in on a bad hand. She pushes a fresh drink towards me.
A curious omen that she agreed to meet with you. Females usually flee after your first sentence.
Oh, dog. Your scales weigh souls, but can't measure a good time.
You're a soul hell-bent on repeating its mistakes.
My associate starts conspicuously sniffing her handbag, drawing my attention to the bulge of what looks like stolen chips.
Stop rummaging in there, you sick fuck!
Her fork drops with a loud clank. She swiftly continues with practiced diplomacy, like someone who's used to navigating volatile men.
Powder room calls. Think you can behave until I'm back?
I'm waiting for her return when suddenly... Seems like I missed a spot upstairs, and it came back to haunt me. My spade transforms into a balloon animal. Its face taunts me as I botch my third attempt at Mr. Green's disposal this night.
Eternity of funerary expertise at your disposal. And you'd rather dig holes like a deranged gopher.
I'm about to tell him to stuff his sarcophagus when realization hits harder than the mushrooms. Why didn't you tell me we never left Vegas?
You never asked.
I'll break your neck so fucking hard, even a taxidermist won't fix it. But the night suddenly explodes into red and blue lights. Apparently, someone reported a man with a spade at 3 a.m. attacking a parking lot.
Someone's got their hands on what belongs to me.
A voice like crushed bones and resentment crawls through the line. Could be the guy in the booth across the street, or that drunk stumbling by, and I would never know. I'd rip a black envelope off the booth wall and pull a photograph out like a death card from Hell's Deck. It's the same sunshine smile I just had dinner with.
My wife. My beautiful, lying, cheating wife.
I grunt acknowledgement while internally calculating how many different ways I'm going to die.
She's been seen around town with someone who ain't me.
Every parked car on this strip suddenly feels like it has eyes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Boss, I'm...
Shut your mouth when I'm talking.
I scan the street, and suddenly everyone's a suspect.
So, I sent a message. Tigers. 6 of them. Magnificent animals. They're having dinner at this cocksucker's casino as we speak.
Boss, I'm not animal control.
Thing is, boy, you're gonna put a bullet in that casino rat's skull. Question is, can I trust you with her?
Absolutely, boss. My Cadillac trembles like a spooked stallion, smelling the tiger-infested casino, while I vacuum Colombian courage off my Rolex.
You're fighting thoughts about the queen.
I'm thinking about not becoming cat food.
Remember when he revealed her image? Your senses were correct. He was watching you, measuring every flicker of desire that crossed your face.
I remember being calm and professional. I remember her crocodile skin dress might as well have been painted on with a brush made from my fantasies.
The jaws of Amit await those who succumb to temptations of the flesh.
Easy for you to say. The only thing you've ever been tempted by is a well-preserved corpse.
He placed his most sacred treasure in your care because he believes in your loyalty.
I guess the tigers might be the least of my problems. sheets smell like Chanel number 5 and mutual treason. We're just two predators, chemically allied against the King of Vegas.
Such a peaceful face when you're sleeping. Didn't have the heart to ruin it.
Peaceful. That's just how I look after I show a woman a good time.
You know death better than you know love.
Huh?
Tonight at 10, lover. I'll have those vault plans drawn up for you.
Then it is, sunshine. There's cash. And nothing but good times all the way to Mexico. The fact that my celestial cockblock isn't weighing in tells me he's in on the con.
Oh, nearly slipped my mind. Your boss called. My husband. Said his boys would be here in 15 minutes.
Oh, she exhales smoke with cabaret timing, like she's performed this number 1,000 times.
And that was 15 minutes ago.
Huh. My last sober brain cells desperately calculating my remaining time.
Give me a break!
Few souls find a break in the Duat, though most don't spend eternity this inflexible.
You vanish when it matters, but corpse disposal? Oh, that gets a whole seminar of advice.
Observation, not advice. You stopped listening centuries ago.
Fantastic. So, why didn't you observe that?
the mattress like a corpse tumbling off a morgue. I make it somehow to the counter and follow my grandmother's recipe for disaster. 2 parts Benzedrine, 4 drops of acid, chased by a Demerol, 6 peyote buttons, all dissolved in the burning clarity of a double whiskey that knows exactly how this story ends. I pack a baggie of Special K for lunch and stumble out to my Cadillac. I snort cocaine off the dashboard just so my fingers find the ignition. I look in the rearview mirror and put on a bow tie. The mirror shows 5 of me. I choose to trust the middle one. I offer him a cigarette. He better have his shit together, because the other 4 look fucked. I log on to the slot machine like it's the only thing tethering me to this dimension.
You steal the Pharaoh's queen and now his gold. I admit, though, at least you're thorough.
I'm improvising. The peyote buttons have picked a bad time to rearrange my organs. I'm a dead man for touching her. And you just watched. Didn't say a word. A concerned pit boss waddles over. You knew who she was. You've got commentary for everything except the stuff that'll get me killed. A deafening shriek cuts through my monologue, something about my face, scaring away the clientele. Oh. Did I take the peyote? Or did the peyote take me?
The truth of her essence would shatter your mortal comprehension. I am peeling away the veil gradually, instead. You're welcome, by the way.
The casino back offices twist like toxic lower intestines, protected by peristaltic waves of armed guards. The vault door gleams like salvation cast in steel. 200 grand, the exact price of my parole from this meat grinder. Oh, gotta hand it to you, my dusty old friend. Looks like this place is older than sin itself. They just updated the decor and hired middle management.
Well, now you see
What the gods can see. My internal organs stage a violent coup. I hope the gods are enjoying the show. One of the guards emerges, scratching his armpits. Feeling nauseous from too much mescaline? Just stole your boss's wife and his money? I'm losing my cool. And my mind. New Special K TM helps you transition smoothly from one dimension to another. It blocks NMDA receptors in your brain, creating a barrier between you and your terrible life choices. Thanks, Special K. Now I can face eternal judgment with confidence. Special K TM. Because some mistakes require professional-grade dissociation. Special K is not a substitute for not stealing from the mob. Side effects may include time loops and encounters with the devourer.
taking him so long?
Spinning in circles.
Even the dealer is starting to ask questions.
The Persea ripens in its own time.
It was rotten from the beginning. What's your deal with this one anyway?
Well, if someone like him can be saved, all of humanity can be saved.
Let's lighten him up then.
He sees the briefcase as salvation.
Make it my idea. He plays the gentleman. Hands it over.
And if he doesn't,
We skip to dessert.
let it be. If he clutches that case, he's yours.
I finally breached the restaurant doors after my 14th lap around the block. She's already at our table staring at me with those hungry eyes.
The money's safer with me, darling. I'll take it to the keys. You follow in a week when the heat dies down.
Last time I let a woman hold the cash, I woke up missing a kidney and 3 toes.
Oh, I could just eat you up. I'll slip into something more comfortable and be right back.
Nothing gets a woman going like a case full of cash and a wanted man. As I wait for her return, something inhuman shrieks from the direction of the bathroom. I signal the waiter. Check, please. A perfect temple shaft, 1,000 feet, straight to the underworld. But Green was built for Vegas buffets, not ancient tombs. I punch his gut like it's a dirty slot machine that owes me money until my knuckles split. All right, Dogface. You win.
Now you will accept my counsel.
Lay it on me.
Royalty requires proper rights, not disposal.
Royalty. He couldn't even rule his own impulses.
You must recite the incantations.
Maybe I should also wrap him in linen, huh? And stuff a scarab in his stupid face while we're at your fucking ancient arts revival!
You don't appreciate my help. Without my guidance, you'd have perished 3 years ago.
3 years ago, I took too much acid at the Luxor. Just like now.
I hear temple guards rushing up from below, but I've got fucking bigger problems.
Where was your fucking wisdom when I needed answers about her? It was always just hieroglyphic wisdom and cryptic bullshit.
Like all mortals, you blame your shortcomings on your gods.
You are not my god. You're just chemical bullshit with a fucking attitude problem. And I'm done with you.
As my boot slams into a steel pipe, a whiz of sobriety slaps across my face. The ancient walls dissolve, and my associate is gone. And so is Mr. Crane. I wake before sunrise and drink a glass of water. Not whiskey, not peyote tea. Just 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part clarity. The carpet is just ugly, not sentient. Also, I shouldn't have fucked the boss's wife. I catch myself waiting for a sardonic comment that doesn't come. Finally got my Colt back. The one I hogged for a dame that wasn't worth it. I tracked the boss to his nightclub. Just good old-fashioned legwork, no divine hotline required. The rearview mirror shows just one of me. He's the one that'll put the man down. No grand scheme, no cosmic babysitter. Just a man with a gun. Who doesn't need a fucking god riding shotgun? I breach the VIP section in search of the man, but suddenly time stops. There she is, cowering behind the leather banquette like a frightened animal.
I'm just a stage girl.
Her eyes dart toward the exit.
The wife was just an act. Paid for like everything else. Still, you can't deny the chemistry we had. Lover?
Her deception hangs between us like gun smoke. So she offers the only way out she knows. When she moves, hips writing poetry, I ask her about the boss's whereabouts. She leans in and slips something between my lips.
This will sharpen your senses. Straight from Leary's personal stash.
The acid dissolves on my tongue. Bitter, like the truth it reveals. We're just two predators, chemically allied, against everything death tried to teach me. The only one who ever gave a damn. The walls dissolve, revealing a descent into the basement. But first, this shrine to sin needs to crumble. Basement door looms like ancient judgment waiting to be served. I pop 3 quaaludes to steady my trigger finger.
The chamber beyond holds your final dealer.
Oh, hey. The tour guide's back with more cosmic riddles.
Your fear summoned me.
The only thing I summoned were these 6 rounds of problem solving.
Bullets are for flesh. Where you are going, only truth has power.
My revolver starts shaking like a chihuahua, then bolts between my legs towards the exit. It could be just a bad acid. But I see my heart hanging there, black and heavy like a wrecking ball dipped in tar. Maybe you are just chemical bullshit. But it looks like. Looks like bullshit's all I've got left.
There exists a loophole in the ceremony of the heart, though the toll might be worse than death.
Try me.
Very well. Win the first hand. Then I take almost all your memories. Your name, her face, every betrayal, what you saw beneath the veil, even this very conversation.
There's always a catch.
A soul without memory weighs nothing. Become nobody, or become dinner.
All right, Fido. Deal me out. He bows with the formality of a royal servant.
The scales are ready. Your heart against the feather. I've been waiting for you. Your cards have been dealt.
I check my cards. A queen and a 6 against the dealer, showing ace. I should fold. But careful never got me anywhere. I push my soul to the center of the table. The dealer grins with ancient teeth, older than Vegas itself. Because even gods love a sucker who won't stay down. Hit me.
In a killer life.